mean, you got to think about the things that were involved in that matchup, because Huntingtown was in their homecoming. They were playing their first game at home. It was obviously an in-county game. We haven't won and beat them for several years. I think it was 7 or 8 years since we played and were able to beat them or come on top. So there's a lot at stake. And I'd say our kids play with a lot of passion and grit. A lot of people have talked to me about that since they were at the game, and their observation was the fact that our kids just battled through a lot of adversity there, and it could have gone either way at certain points because we certainly made a lot of mistakes. And of course, credit to Huntingtown forcing us to make some of those mistakes. And of course, Huntingtown is never going to give up. And I think the biggest thing that you have to look at it and say is that, we did contribute and play in all 3 phases of the game. The run game got going a little bit, but daggone defense is playing pretty well, and they're carrying us. And of course, it's great to have a weapon like we do with the extra point field goal team. And Keith being able to put that 42-yarder through the uprights, and I think he still had extra to go, is a big tool, because that takes us to 2 scores, and it forces Huntingtown to have to do some other things to try to get in the end zone to catch up, and then chance to the north side kick to get the ball back. That was big time, and so having that weapon is key. So there's a lot of things that I think that we can learn from that game and be excited about going into the future.
And each of these games are building blocks.
Yeah. I mean, arguably, we look at every contest with the same type of merit, and but looking at schedules and how things have played out and people's records as we get later in the season, the schedule's getting more competitive. And it means that, we're playing playoff football every week. And it's obviously not a situation where we lose and go home, but we have to continue to raise our bar and go out and play to the highest level possible. And that's why since day one, we've been preaching that mindset that, hey, doesn't matter who you're playing, doesn't matter, what day of the week it is, you got the opportunity to go out and play, you got to play at your best. And so we just hope that each week we can build upon that. And I think in many phases we have. I don't think that we've seen a lot of, we haven't digressed in areas. We've maybe gotten a little complacent at times, but I think for the most part, overall, we've improved each week as we go into each contest, and that's what we're looking for.
All right, Coach, we're talking a little bit about Huntingtown. Another competitive game. We fell a little short, but how'd we do?
Kids worked hard. We had broke down a few mistakes here and there, but kids hard, and they worked hard, and we grew up from it. We learned from our mistakes, so we want to apply and get better for the next game.
All the process, part of the process.
All the process.
And then having a pretty good practice here tonight. Just looks like they just blocked the extra point there.
Yeah, we just again still getting better in each facet of the game. So we try to encourage them that special teams is 1/3 of the game. So we want to continue trying to focus on that also.
And we got great males here on Monday. The Gold Squad does.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And what are you looking for in that one?
Execution. We kind of worked on some other things that we're trying to expand things for the guys in JV so they can get exposed to what some of the things we do on the blue team. So.